Going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. And this is a picture it's been floating around forever. I didn't find this one. This had been actually the first person sent it to me was my buddy Chell. I did get a chance to make the video back then. This is part of the 747 I've been doing lately, where I've made the gigapans, and I just bring in a couple of these at a time. This is probably one of the last, maybe one or two more I'll do from this one. I want to work on a best of 2014 anomaly video and a couple other ones as well. And this one I did just because of the whole Christmassy effect here. Look like we got a little gnome or something here, like a little elf with the piece up at the top. And this is a NASA picture. I'm going to show you what I've done. Is I just put it in black and white. Here it is right here. This is always, if you're new to my videos, I always link stuff to below in the description. So look down there. Here are the gigapans. I linked these as well. This has got there's only one or two little mess ups in these, the Stitch software that stitches this stuff together. A couple of them had a mess up, but here it is right there. I don't know how much you've ever played with gigapan before. But you could come out here and basically add snapshots and stuff to them. I put them in both like this format right here, like basically how I've kind of brought everything out like I usually do, and below is still how they came directly from NASA. So you can see them and kind of get that pen out of the way and kind of you know, you can see exactly how it came and what I've done, just so you know that the stuff's still there. Like, see how this is coming off here? It almost looks like water coming off there. I think my buddy Mikey had pointed that at one time. That's one over. I'll be showing you guys that one later. Really cool stuff out here. You guys want to come out here and basically, like I said, if you sign up for Gigapan, it's free. You just hit that snapshot, you come right back over to it. So, without moving on to that one over here, I just want to, like I said, I want to show you this one. There's a couple cool things on here that really need to be looked at. Like I said, this thing right here, whatever it is, this rock, you can catch it on a bunch of different angles from the other shots from the other cameras. This was taken with a mass cam, so it's one of the best shots we have of it. The rover really couldn't just drive up to it. Now I've gone through and, like I said, did what I usually do. I've tried and pull the colors out. Here's the original from NASA, so you can see that it's got, this is all in there, whatever this is. It looks like a pattern or something was built in there for me. It's a distance, it's often a distance, so it's hard to tell, but there looks to be some ornate pieces just right in here, just kind of how it rolls down through here. And once again, you get some of these little blur effects. Let me show you where a main one I noticed on this whole picture was. It was pretty obvious too. It was kind of in your face. Oh, and this is a great artifact right here. Check this out right here. Um, this perfect What's really neat about this is you've got an arch here, but then even the rock right there is kind of arched. At least that's how it looks to me. Now, right here it looks to be that typical square blur. Here's how it is from the NASA picture. Now, granted that's dark right there, but it's also, ooh, look right there. Look at that coming out of there, how perfect that is. That's cool, look at that. Comes out in like a perfect 90-degree, 180 turn with the turn on it. Then down here, this seems to be something that's been blurred out. You can't really tell what it is. Now, there's other dark spots that don't have those blur marks on them. So a lot of people I would think, well, I start thinking, all right, is that just doing that because it's in the dark? Well, it's also dark up here, but this is actually this is lighter than this piece here. So why would it just shade out right this little square piece right there, which isn't that big, So I'm wondering what was there that was so important that you had to, it had to be blurred out, or could have been a glitch on on the rover itself. Um, let's take a good look at these right here. I want to definitely use here. Let's start from the NASA view so we can take a look at the coloring and everything in it. Um, Up here, this kind of seems to be just an interesting boxed off. See how this kind of comes across, but right here is really what I'm interested in. This piece right here, it looks like it's got a couple of little spheres or something going up it. And then right there, it's pretty interesting. It's interesting to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment below. And then, like I said, there's a lot more on it. And when I did the black and white on this one, I used one of the Alien. It's called Alien. Here we go. It's called Alien Skin. Basically, it's the exposure thing. So I had already done it from something that had been sharpened a little bit, so that's why it kind of has a little fuzzy effect feel to it. But um, you can see how much that bare filter adds stuff that messes up your eyes. There's a filter on these pictures that puts this color in there, apparently. That's what they said. It really does mess with your eyes. Check this out here. That's pretty cool. I don't have the black and white version on the. I should have done that. I put another black and white. Those pictures start getting huge. They're hard to make. Those gigapans. Well, actually, they're not even that. They're not that hard to make. They just take up a lot of your computer bandwidth and stuff. So, also right here, some interesting stuff next to it. Just kind of. It looks to. It doesn't look all that random. Look how up here it's got the piece. Let me toss it into black and white real quick. To me, I almost see a little face down here too. Um, but check it out, coming around, down around here like that. I see what I see, you see what you see. I love to know what you guys think on this one. It's like the whole fun of this one was putting it up. Like I said, I know all my buddies, everybody who's a Mars Hound has found this picture and has enhanced it. So there's a whole bunch of enhancements. So when I make the video, when I make the actual article on my page, I'll go back and see if I can't get some of the old, ask them to use them, and I'll put them up there as well. So see how it kind of curves around some of these pictures? This kind of seems to be blurred out too. What's cool about though, when you do the black and white like I did, and you start washing out, you really start to see where it was washed out. I mean, look at the difference between that, um, and you can see that it's that whole piece that's been kind of washed out. And I mean, look how it's been washed out. You know what I mean? That's looks like it's been done in a different pics. They washed the thing out. That's what I'm saying. Washed it out. One more time. They washed it out. Or the rover did. Some computer program did. Who knows, man? These things are sophisticated. Or whatever made these pictures. Sometimes I wonder, is this thing actually sitting on Mars? Or is it sitting out in the desert? Or is it even roaming? Or is it just all in a computer program? We would not know either way. Um, how could we? How could we? This up here is kind of cool too. What do you guys think about this thing? Um, it doesn't look like the rocks around it. It's pretty. It seems to have like some little ornate pieces on it, and it comes up around it here. This has got a little bit of a stake up at the top, comes through it. Thought that was pretty cool. And we always got these. I always call them blinds effects. It's like whenever there's two parallel lines that are about the same width, they seem. Guys, this is where I think either the rover's camera has a glitch in the mass cam, or this is just, done by the software somehow. Kind of interesting there how that comes out. Let's flip it to black and white, see if that helps us at all. It's kind of washes that over too. That's the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen, wash. Interesting though. A lot of good stuff going on in this picture. Check out that Gigapan. I tell you what, you guys who are haven't really done a lot of the exploring yet, you really will have fun with these couple pictures because there's a lot. I mean, there's really in there's 28, 38 pictures or something that came to make that whole thing. Up here you got some blurring too on what looks like an interesting piece. There's some knob, looks like some knobs on this piece. Look at that. One, two, three. Um, Let me get that in black and white. Take a look at this one. Let's see that. Yeah, they're there. That's interesting. And there again, you see like that swirly blurriness that goes to it. And here you've got these really intricate pieces, and then there's that swirly blurriness. Now this is your eyes matrixing that. I don't think that's a face. I do that all the time though. More of that swirliness. Let's see what's under there. Let's see what color is when we do that. Yeah, it does. It looks just like that box. And it's not everywhere. That's interesting right here. I wonder if what the depth perception of that is, because that's an interesting looking piece. Almost looks like it's rounded off like a Christmas tree thing, like a little red thing that goes around your Christmas tree. And whatever it is got something in the center. It actually looks like a little, here, let's go into faces for today. Usually don't talk about faces and stuff on here because, that goes, a lot of that stuff is just matrixing our eyes. That does kind of look like the mouth right there wide open. A little scary Mars man. But this little piece right here I didn't mention too much, but once again it's got the old blur, so we don't know what it is anyway, because even if we did, look, oh, it's got a little blur mark in front of it. It's got some interesting piece right here. Look, let me squeeze on in a little bit more so you can see how it's got some little intricate ornate stuff, but right there, blur. I don't know, guys. This piece right here has that same blur to it. Not so much as up here, a little bit right there. I'd love to know what this is. I wonder if we've got it. I've looked all over. I should look again, see if there's a better picture of this somewhere. But like I said, I know that Ramy had this on his Ramy Barlan. All the guys from the What's Up in the Sky.com website that help put stuff on there, they all had. These guys are on this like the day this stuff comes out. So I'm not, reinventing anything. To myself, I think the rover finds these things because honestly, if any of us just go look at it, you're going to find stuff. That's why I invite you to go look at that gigapan, especially if you're really a critic. Go look at that gigapan. So check this thing out right here, and as well as up here, this kind of looked like a. It was interesting. It just kind of came down to here, like we're almost store something in it, and that's, I see what I see. You see what you see. That's how I roll this thing here, and that's how it came from NASA. So let me back on out here, nice and slowly. There's that. I didn't even, don't think I mentioned that little piece right there. That's kind of interesting. Here, look at this. Um, this almost looks translucent there. And how can that even be? Huh. Probably because it's so far away. Or it's just, you know what I mean, the camera's at such a distance. But look at these. Those same marks. Like I said, think I pointed those out earlier. But look at that right there. These are like perfectly parallel two pieces. Like they either grew like a tree down or something at one time and it got petrified. Look at that. Um, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? It's weird when you see that stuff together, especially when it's next to something that looks like this, where it's got a perfectly rounded off piece coming in, and this little tube seems to go into here and feed into here. But then once again, it's next to blur, to where they've been blurred stuff out. So why has all this been blurred out? And you can see a little bit of this stuff. Like I said, if you go check out the gigapans, they are over here. They're going to be linked below. Check out, you guys can check these things out. They're all basically both from that day, and you can check out some of this. So um, you can get it pretty good. I didn't sharpen it up I think this is about as best as I could for what I had it, but they're very interesting. You can also make them the full screen, so I'll just do it for you guys. Hopefully it won't bomb it out. I have to make the video again. But this is the way I like looking at them. Like I said, there's so many out there too. Like I said, you could just start looking through. Neville Thompson's got a bunch of them. Mikey does some a bunch. Mike Schrader, he does a bunch of them. I think it's pretty cool stuff. I could just sit here and go through these all day. I'm thinking about making some videos. Like I said, so I'm definitely gonna do a top, 2014 video. But see, look at all this curved stuff up here. I can sit here and do this all day. Gigapan, just looking through the Gigapan stuff. But one thing I don't like about Gigapan is that it stitches these together. So that's why you always gotta go check the NASA image to make sure that you're looking at the right thing. Look at this up here. Tell me that doesn't look like a little fort or part of a wall. It looks nothing like what you find over here in the strata. And it looks to be coming off of that piece. I mean, look at that. And this piece up here's got that. Maybe this will be one of the next pictures I do. Let's back up and take a look at the whole picture. I don't know. After I might have to get to that one. That's actually the spot right next to the last video I did where you've got this piece right here. Now, if you just had one weird looking thing on Mars, you'd say, oh, okay, that's cool. One little weird thing. But all this crap together, come on, much love to you guys. Thank you guys for all your support this year. Like I said, the videos have really just been taking off. You guys share them. For everybody that shares them, thank you so much. If you don't share them, please start sharing them. All right, guys, check the website out. A lot of good people have been putting up to there. I want you to share those too. Share the articles there because a lot of people have put some hard work in them. Check out these gigapans. Come check out download this picture here, add it to your collection. Download all of them and add it to your collection. So, all right, guys, much love to you. Hope you have a Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. If not, hope you have a wonderful day. And that's coming up. So today is the 20th. Let's see, today is the 23rd. So I still got a couple days to make my Happy Holidays video. Peace.